Hello, this is Xbox Ahoy, and this is the bonus footage from my time with the MAC11. And this is some bonus commentary. I've decided to do, well, not live commentary, obviously, as this is clips, but, yeah, I'm going to dub over some commentary for you, just over the clips, just to sort of give you an insight into the behind-the-scenes look of the production of the MAC11 video. Some of the things I was thinking during the production, that sort of stuff. Not that I can think of anything particularly interesting to say, but I know some of you guys have been asking for more game commentaries, and this is about as close as I can get. I probably would do some game commentaries if I actually, A, if I had decent gameplay, and B, if I had the time. As it stands, you know, the guides are really my main focus. It was all I could do to get the guide out for, well, late on Sunday. I spent most of the weekend just putting the thing together and actually writing the script, preparing the graphics. All came together from Saturday morning through to Sunday night. It's the result of a busy week, unfortunately. But hopefully, if if I stay ahead of the schedule here on this week on with the M14, I should be able to get, hopefully, the video out maybe Saturday. I'm aiming for Saturday anyway. But it never turns out that way, and it'll probably be Sunday night again. That's just the way things go. But yeah, actually looking forward to the M14. The M14 is not a bad weapon. I always seem to do pretty well with the single-shot weapons. I like the fact that they're a two-hit kill up close. It reminds me of the old stopping power days, with the automatic weapons at two-hit kills. But yeah, the M14 is pretty good. I've recorded a couple of games with it so far. I think 3 games. And yeah, I've got some decent clips already. Not sure quite on the loadout yet. Thinking hardened. Hardened, I think, might be the statistically superior second choice there for the perk. But I don't know. I'm always sort of tempted to go for sleight of hand, but I've got to kind of limit how many times I recommend that perk. Because I know a lot of you guys like sleight of hand, but I love it too. It's definitely my favourite second perk. But I can't recommend it for every gun. And to be honest, it's kind of a crutch. You don't need it in most cases. And with something like the M14, where it's going to be more of a defensive role, you can use it in an aggressive way. I mean, it is an assault rifle after all, but I think, you're better off firing from cover with that thing, because you need to be accurate. So we're probably going to see a class similar to the M16 one I recommended. I'm not sure on the first tier. I don't know. Maybe Ghost, maybe Hardline. And Hardened probably will be the second tier perk. Third tier, I don't know about the third tier. There's nothing really compulsive to actually include there. Maybe second chance. So the MAC11, I actually quite like the MAC11. I know a lot of people don't think it's a very good weapon, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. It's not a bad gun by any means. I think the major trouble with it is it's statistically identical to the Spectre. Except the Spectre, of course, has, 32 rounds in the magazine? So that means you've got the benefit of basically extended mags, plus you get a larger starting supply of ammunition, which means you can use something other than scavenger. And the recoil's identical. The only downside is it's got a slightly slower reload. And I think its switch times are slightly slower. But, in practice, that really doesn't make much of a difference. So, I hate to say it, but the Spectre is all round the superior weapon. It's not a million miles ahead. They are fundamentally very similar guns. But it's tough to recommend the short magazine ones when, there are maybe better alternatives available. But, it's fun to try these weapons, and they do have their own little bit, quirks and benefits. And the fast reload, I suppose, probably did save me a few times. The fact that it takes 1 second with sleight of hand to reload over, 1.3 seconds. That extra 0.3 seconds, maybe it saved my life a couple of times, who's to say. But I had a good session. I think I recorded most of these games, I think it was maybe last Thursday. Just a single session. I think I recorded 32 games in total. That was pretty much 3 with every attachment, and then I tried out some Warlord combos as well. I think I had 6 games with the grip. So I just wanted to make sure that the grip was, you know, actually worthwhile and it wasn't just a fluke. And it turns out, yes, the grip is actually pretty darn good. I like rapid fire on this gun as well, but truth be told, with a 20 round mag, I don't know, I just don't think rapid fire is the way to go. You've got to maximise the size of your magazine, and the grip really does help you land more shots on target. And if we look at these kills here, at any sort of distance, well, this one's close range. But with rapid fire, you've got to sort of burst fire. Even, you know, just outside. Yeah, well, that was kind of lucky. But yeah, that sort of range, you've just got to tap on the trigger. Whereas with the grip, see that? Ah, just terribly inaccurate. I was actually using scavenger in this clip, and I ran out of ammunition. So, you know, double pistol spray, there you go, for a Blackbird. Very nice. But, you know, like I say, the short magazine with sleight of hand, it's not such an issue. You can just keep it topped up. But of course, if you're caught in the open, then you are going to struggle, which is why I sort of, for the guide, I sort of went for the engineering serial engagements approach, which is pretty much what you have to do. If you want to go aggressive, you want to, you know, spray multiple foes down, you want to go for a large magazined SMG. Something like the Uzi would be perfect. I'm not sure what I'm going to recommend for the Uzi. I've tried it in a few cases. It's not that bad. I think it does need a red dot sight, but then equally, I don't know. It's also got the largest capacity with extended mags. It's got 48 rounds, so it's almost like a P90. So I don't know. Maybe extended mags and the red dot sight, maybe, or maybe extended mags with steady aim. You know, negate the iron sights issue altogether. Because the MAC11's iron sights aren't bad at all, so I can definitely discourage use of the red dot sight. It didn't really do much. I mean, like I say, it does give a clearer view on target. And I got some really good clips of the reflex sight. I think I had 3 games of the reflex and I got a lot of clips. But I think that was probably more to do with the quality of the opponent than the actual attachment. You've got to have faith in the statistics to a certain degree. I mean, there's no difference between iron sights, red dot and reflex on any weapon. The only sights that change handling characteristics are the ACOG and the infrared scope. They both affect center speed. In most weapons cases, they'll actually increase recoil, except for the M16, in which case they both decrease recoil, or rather they increase center speed, which has the similar effect. So the M16 with ACOG, very good. The M16 with thermal, or the infrared, also very good, but I'm not a big fan of the thermal. It's okay, but the fact that Ghost Pro completely negates it... yeah, wouldn't recommend it. I think the only weapon I've really had much success with the infrared scope is probably the Dragunov. That wasn't half bad. Or maybe I just had really low expectations. Speaking of sniper rifles, I've got, what is it, the L96 coming up in the next batch of primaries. That should be interesting. I know it's the favoured sniper of many people, because it's the bolt action. I don't know why people are somehow attracted to the high power weapons. But, you know, it's fine, whatever. I'm not really one for quickscoping. Not that I've got anything against quickscopers, but, you know, it's... Well, I know some people would insist that it's the only way to use the intervention from Modern Warfare 2, but... I mean, at the end of the day, the snipers are not designed to be close-quarter weapons. I know you could kind of abuse Sleight of Hand Pro a little bit. For a 200 millisecond aim time, yeah, you could get away with it. But to be honest, you would have been better off with your MP45. I always thought Sleight of Hand Pro was a little bit overpowered. I think rather than halving aim time, what it should do is probably... It should increase, or rather decrease your aim time to the next tier down. So snipers should aim as quickly as LMGs. LMGs should aim as quickly as assault rifles as quickly as SMGs. Something like that. I think that would be balanced. But anyway, that's the end of the clips. I do hope you've watched the MAC11 weapon guide. If you haven't, it's on my main channel, Xbox Ahoy. But in the meantime, haha, farewell.